Alright, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Lev, my co-host Deborah. Today is Tuesday, August 25th, 2009, at 9:38 p.m. We have two cases to cover tonight. One case is a review. That's for Christy Cornwell. And then we have a case, Laura Flink. I have Deborah on the phone with me. Deborah, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing tonight?
I'm sick. Got the flu or something like that. But
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Drinking some tea. I hope it'll be better tomorrow. But yeah, I don't feel that great. We had I met my kid's teacher today. Seems like a really nice lady. So school year starts tomorrow, and everybody's excited. So, early morning tomorrow too.
Yeah, we have state law here in Michigan that school starts after Labor Day.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I always remember school starting.
Most of them were doing that already, and years ago the privates did. We had our kids in private Christian school, and then they ended up changing it to make it just a state law. So then all the, the vacations would match more and stuff like that for people that had kids in public and private. And we did for some time, and it was kind of hard when their days off were different and their vacations were different. So I'm glad they made the law. We do, however, have to move our daughter back to school this week.
Okay. Labor Day is when? Week after next, isn't it?
Not this weekend, but the following weekend.
Okay. It does seem like school does start a little early, because I always remember as a kid we started in September. And that was, I guess, right after Labor Day. It kind of makes sense in a way.
Yeah, it was the day after Labor Day, that Tuesday. I remember that because my birthday is early September.
I remember kindergarten when I was a kid, and we took naps and drank milk, right? They don't do that. They go, and then we also went a half day. They go full days. Kindergarten goes full days just like everybody else.
Yeah, that's what mine did too.
No naps, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, things have changed a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if it's for the good or not. I think 5-year-olds do need a nap, maybe. Okay, Christy Cornwell. That's our first case tonight. We have been working on this case for quite some time now. Actually, since the 18th of August. We've done a lot of work on this. Gail's had some input on it. I think we do believe we know where she is located. Unfortunately, we don't think that she's alive. We have those maps posted. I do know there's some information that came out. Apparently, she was in a tip came in that she was in North Carolina, off Baltic Road. I did find that on the map and put it out. Apparently, news has come out where they said now that whatever that tip was is not related to this case. So she apparently is not in North Carolina. I did do a redo on that case, but Deb, before I go over this, give us a little information for Christy, please. And I do have her website posted, ChristyCornwell.com.
Okay, wonderful. Christy has been missing since August 11th, so it's been a couple weeks now. She is 38 years old. Let me flip a page here. This is a case where they're calling it an abduction. She was out for a walk late at night. It wasn't really late, but it was later at night. It was 9-something at night, 9:15, and she was talking on her cell phone to her boyfriend at the time when a car pulled up and took her, and the boyfriend heard the struggle and the abduction on the phone, from what the reports say. He's been pretty quiet at the advice of law enforcement. So we don't really know what.
He's been quiet when it comes to talking to the media.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So she's a 38-year-old white female, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 150 pounds, black hair, which is shoulder length. She has blue eyes. There are 2 vehicles that they are looking for that we're seeing in the area. The area that she's missing from is kind of. It's not one that's well traveled. Everyone that lives in that area pretty much knows everyone else, and it's like a rural setting, so it's kind of off the beaten path. They're looking for a white SUV, and then they're also looking for a smaller type car, which could be possibly a Toyota or a Honda, that would be tan or gold in color. So vehicles fitting those descriptions were in the neighborhood around the time that she went missing, so they're hoping to get something based on that. So what do you have that's new on this case, Brian?
Well, unfortunately, not much. I did do a redo last night. I'll read that in a second. Let me go over exactly from the start again real quick what we have done. The the first actual, when we opened this case, it did the Christy Cornwell case. It was not a case request. It was a dream, and a reader had located that dream and said, this might be related to this case. I did look at that, and it said, that is probably related to this case. So we opened it as a case. It's actually case number 802, and it was opened on the 19th. The dream drawing says the number 957, Chattahoochee National Forest, off 17. Doctor, killer, and it says Christy Korn. Christy is spelled with a Y, but I still think that is who it's referring to. Looking at that information, there is a national forest near that location. We did look into that, and I had Gail St. John on the phone with me. We did actually a Ustream broadcast where I did a Google Earth overlay, so people could watch as we were searching, or as actually I was researching Gail's psychic visions, and we did come up with a location that was very, very close, I believe, to the area that I had gotten in the dreams, if not exact. I took notes from her. All those notes are up there as far as the location we believe that she may be at, and that's off of, I believe it's north of Helen, next to some type of Owl Road. Either whatever that is, that location is posted on the case file. Jim did some work. He listened to Gail's broadcast, I believe, a couple times. He did find some areas that she may have been talking about. She said she was feeling boxed in. He did find some locations that did form a box, and we have that area posted as well. That's from Bing Maps. Then on the 23rd, breaking news: crews looked for missing Georgia woman in Kings Mountain. I believe Kings Mountain was the area that was in North Carolina. I had wrote basically what I wrote. I said, I don't think this is anywhere close to what we had come up with. Apparently that is true. So at least I'm going back to the original dream drawing and thinking maybe that she is located, or she is possibly in the location that we have marked. Did a dream drawing on 8/20/2009. It was DD7469, and that says Christy found. I do believe that was related to this case too. That's posted on 8/23/2009, and did an update again on what I had posted. Nothing really is new. And then last night, I did a redo on this case using the a printout that I put under the pillow, and that's also included for Christy Lee Cornwell. And then last night, what it says in the dream drawings, it says he's coming to move the body, the number 130, and then I think it's the letter N, GA highest point, and then MD. I think MD refers to the same person I drew in the first dream drawing, which possibly a doctor and possibly the person that's responsible for Christy's disappearance. I'm not sure of that, but to me this looks like the same person. He looks like a middle-aged person. Again, the receding hairline, possibly like bald right here. Probably medium built, white. I'm not sure about any other data on that. But I did wrote, I think it's the same person as in DD7463. So if she is in this location, like I said, unfortunately I don't think that she's alive, but she is in the location that we have marked. It's possible he may return to the scene and move the body. That's all I got in this case.
Okay, I certainly, I pray that your work is incorrect.
Me too.
That Christy's okay, but it's not looking good. I mean, when there's an abduction like that, I mean, statistically, they're usually not alive.
No, on 8/20, the dream drawing said Christy found. So I did check. I don't think that they have located her yet. If they had, a lot of times they will not release that information until, first of all, next of family is notified. But if there's an ongoing investigation, they think that somebody may be responsible. A lot of times they would hold that information to hopefully catch the person who did it. So that's all I have on this case. The website is Christy Cornwell, KRISTICORNWELL.com. I did go to that site. Actually, I just went there. There is a $50,000 reward for anybody having information. And if you want to donate to the Christy Cornwell Reward and Search Fund, there is a PayPal button up there now too. That's all I got. Anything else?
Okay. No, I don't have anything else for Christy's case.
Okay. All right. Our next case is case number 804, and this is for Laura Flint. This case was opened last night, 8/24/2009, which is case number 804. Deborah, what information do we have for Laura?
Laura Flink. Her middle name is Lee. She has been missing since February 21st of 1969 from Aberdeen, Washington. This was a case that Gail requested you to consult on. She's listed as an endangered missing. Her date of birth, May 15th of 1947, 21 years old at the time that she went missing. She would be 62 right now, 5 feet 2 inches tall, 115 pounds at that time, Caucasian female with blonde hair and blue eyes. They say that she has a gap between her upper front teeth. She may use the last names of Lewis or possibly Bont, Bondurant. Her nickname is Sam. She may have possibly been 2 or 3 months pregnant at the time that she went missing. She was last seen in, like I said, Aberdeen, Washington. That was at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on February 21st of 1969. She was driving her live-in boyfriend's red pickup truck, maybe it's not a pickup truck, 1967 Ford Ranchero. Would that be a pickup truck?
No. I don't think, hold on. Keep going. We'll look up something.
With Washington license plates, the tag is U23307. She was driving on County Road 101 toward Moquitz, Washington. She was going to pick up some furniture and some kids' clothing. She never arrived there, and they never heard from her again. Her brown leather wallet was found on a sidewalk on February 23rd, 2 days after she went missing, and it was mailed to her post office box in Aberdeen, but she never picked it up. The car that she was driving was found in the 700 block of J Street in Hoquiam, Hoquiam, Washington on February 24th. So they found the vehicle 3 days after she went missing. Shortly before she went missing, she got legal custody of her 16-month-old son. She was working as a waitress at the time that she went missing also. What do you have on her case?
Okay, real quick, Ford Ranchero. What was the year?
1967.
Okay, I was just guessing. I put 65. That's not it's a no, it's not a pickup. But there are newer models that are pickups, and there are ones I believe that actually, you know, the pickup combination pickup / car.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that's a pickup. I'm looking at these images here. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think it is. Okay, I have 3 dream drawings in. What had happened is this case is actually already had been opened. I didn't know that until a little while ago when I talked to Deborah on the phone. Deborah goes on vacation. I start printing out stuff, and I do cases that I already had done before. So actually, we already did cover this case. And I think it's case number 797.
Right.
I should have remembered that, but I didn't. So let me go over the dream drawings from last night. The first one says number 47139, Ocean Cove Record Company. And the next one I have no idea. I wrote not sure. It could be, might be a record suspended in the air or something like that. Next dream drawing, Cynthia, 1 1/4 mile from airport. He's still there, or her photo is too. Looking at this, I don't think that she's deceased. I know that Gail had worked this. I'm not exactly sure what she got. But this case, it was actually a request from Gail, wasn't it? Deborah?
Yes, it was a request from Gail.
Okay. And that's all I have for this case. Just open it up. Okay, case number 797, which is Laura Flink. It is very similar, Deborah.
I'm not surprised. Your information usually doesn't change.
Okay, hold on a second.
You do them fairly close together.
No, I'm saying it's very similar. Okay, this is from August 12th of 2009. RC record sales 47139, which I believe is the same number in 804. Yeah, 47139. So that definitely means something. And I think we looked at that up before. I don't think that's a zip code. It might be an address for records. And the next thing it says is, once again, it says Ocean Cove, and it says runs shop with flags outside. And yeah, I do remember this case now. I think I even said those flags, maybe 3 flags on one, or it might be a flag with 2 lines down the center. The next dream drawing says Stacy Ann, new name, legal change. Trailer was just sold. So looking at this, that one is not, doesn't seem to match. But the first one definitely matches. So I definitely think this is related to this case, and that number means something. It's probably an address. So RC record sales 47139 in Ocean Cove. So we definitely need to research this one. And the good news, Deborah, is looking at this one, no death. Even for a case that's from I was born in 1969. Even for a case that's that old, 40 years old, I think she's still alive. Now, at that point, if somebody's been missing for 40 years, you might want to think they want to be missing, but you never know. There have been people that have been in accidents and stuff, had amnesia, some type of mental illness or something like that, just don't know. Any thoughts? Or
Well, my only thoughts would be, yeah, like you say, there's the aspect of, possibly amnesia or some sort of medical condition, and they don't know.
Or there is another one too. It's involvement in drugs or crime or something like that, and they're on the run for some reason.
Right. So if it's a case where they're on the run, or if they just wanted to be missing to begin with, please, just contact your family, your loved ones. Just let them know you're okay. If you would just do that, it's better than them not knowing.
That's true, but somebody that I could see you were saying this stuff too, like Jessie Foster, but she's in her 60s. There's probably nothing we can tell her, other than if she's mentally ill, get some help. I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. I just to have listed in databases now when she's been missing that many years.
Right.
She wasn't listed as soon as she went missing at that point in some of these places because they didn't exist then. So there are people that are looking for her. There are people that care, and I hope that she's okay. And if she is missing due to her own selfish reasons, please contact someone. Right. Tell them you're okay.
I'm looking at that. I don't think there's been a website established for Laura. I think I looked last time. There wasn't really much out there. But anyways, I definitely think that these two are related. I'll link them together. But that number 47139 record sales in Ocean Cove definitely means something. And that place may have some flags out in front. And then looking at 804, that circle might actually be like maybe a record or something, part of the music store or something like that. Actually have a record in the logo or hanging up outside or something like that. I don't know, but I think the good news is I did not get anything as far as her being deceased. That's all I have on this case, unless you have anything else to add.
No, I don't.
Okay, you were talking to me earlier about, we have case number 803, Kimberly Twaddell. Is that the case we were discussing?
Yes, I was.
Let me get our picture up here.
The well-connected missing person.
Right.
Who has sadly been located deceased. I'm glad she was located. Sadly, she was found deceased. Thoughts and prayers to her family, but I'm amazed at the attention she got. She went missing on Thursday. Saturday, she was listed on Nancy Grace's homepage of her website at cnn.com/Nancy Grace. Her stats and her photo were there. And her brother apparently lives near Kirstie Alley. So Kirstie Alley was tweeting that she was missing and offered a $25,000 reward. She enlisted help of other celebrities such as Demi Moore to tweet about Kimberly being missing, and I'm glad that she got the attention that she did. She was located Sunday morning, but after she was located, Nancy had planned to feature her on her Monday night episode then, Kimberly's disappearance, which is great. No complaints about that because she's featuring someone who's missing. No complaints that it's on Nancy's homepage. But, when you're well connected You know, when you know someone, I guess you get the special attention. And I'd like to know how do we get that for other people that are missing, especially since the section where they featured Kimberly on Nancy Grace's homepage with her photo and her stats is no longer there. One of Nancy's other sections has been made larger since they took that down. So it's not like Nancy rotates a different missing person's profile there either. So that's a suggestion I have, if Nancy could possibly leave a section there and put different missing people there, not just the ones who know celebrities. You know?
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of missing children out there right now that are sadly aren't getting this kind of attention, and I totally agree with you. Real quick on the case updates on this one. This is case 803. I know she's been located, and I know you said there was no sign of foul play or whatever. I'm going to tend to disagree with that. I'm not going to cover this case again, but the information is posted along with the location and the person that may be involved, and that's case number 803. But I definitely know where you're coming from, Deborah. I mean, Nancy Grace, it covers missing people, and there, let's say maybe 1 million people watch her show nowadays. That's 1 million eyes or 2 million eyes that are looking for, that actually help missing people and stuff. They have a lot of connections. They actually go out and they look. And if she could just put, well, for example, Ashi Desir, right? He's still missing.
Right.
And she covered him one time, and that's when it happened. And this child is still missing. He's 6 years old. All right, we've been begging Nancy Grace to at least do something for the kid, because that's how people are found. If they're not dead, they're somewhere out there, and getting a picture out there is the thing the media is supposed to do. But it seems like that Michael Jackson, and whatever else happens that day takes precedence over what she claims to really want to help find missing people. I mean, she covers these cases, but yet I think that she just looks at what she thinks people want to know about and want to hear about, and the gossip and stuff. I realize a lot of people like the gossip and all that, but when it comes down to it, they need to use the power of the media to get these pictures out there. Like I said, this is a picture of Ashi Desir, and this is his grandmother. His grandmother doesn't know anybody famous. Sadly, that's true. I mean, if she did, maybe Ashi would be home right now. If she knew Debbie Moore, maybe Ashi would be home right now. If she knew, what's her name?
Kirstie Alley.
If she knew Kirstie Alley, Ashi might be home right now, safe. But sadly, she doesn't. And I really hate to say it, but if Ashi was white, everybody knows, well, people probably don't know, but Ozzy has a mental handicap. And this was a white kid, coming from a rich family. We'd see a lot more of. Why is that?
No, I think so too.
Why is that?
Well, another thing that would be great with these celebrities with their Twitters, where they're tweeting all the time, they have so many followers.
Mm-hmm.
If each one of them would pick, sort of adopt one missing person, and every so often send a tweet with some information about them to get the word out, that would really help.
It would. That's all I got tonight. Before I burn up here, I got a temperature. Anything else, Deborah? Thank you for helping me out tonight. Sorry I did that case twice, but I guess it maybe is a good thing.
It's always a good thing to do more work on a case.
I'll get these other cases done. And again, if you want me to do a case, you need to contact Deborah. Do not contact me to open a case. I don't do it. And she sends me the cases that she thinks have priority. And the thing is, when I do these cases, I don't really want to do a lot of research as far as the case goes. Usually just as statistics, I print those out and put them on my pillow. It's actually what I do. So if you want to contact Deborah, and I think that even help at Missing Person Forum would work, right? That's a lot easier. So the help at, and then what's up at the top of the screen, missingpersonforum.com. Anything else, Deborah?
I don't have anything else tonight.
Okay. Thank you guys for viewing. We'll see you tomorrow night about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Missing Person TV. Good night.